Hey cooking friends, tonight I am making pizza casserole, and I chose this because this recipe is in my free meal plan that you can check out right now. I am starting up a free meal plan that will come directly to your inbox every Saturday, and it will be full of just recipes that I'm making for that week. And it will include a link to view them and then also to print them off, because I'm kind of old school and I love to print off my recipes. But tonight I'm making the pizza casserole. And I am welcoming all of Sydney's party guests. Sydney is having an online party with me. And so tonight I am making this for her and all of her party guests. I'm wearing my Mount Up shirt because Sydney is from Pendleton, Oregon, if you don't know. And I graduated from Eastern Oregon University, and this was just a shirt from college. You can see the Eastern Way. So go Mountaineers. I am excited to be working along with Sydney and making it a fantastic party for her. So welcome to all of her other Pendleton party guests. And what's great about hosting an online party is her party guests can be from all over. They can come from all over the country, which is really kind of fun. I love to do that. But Sydney wanted you to see my shirt. I am going to go ahead and put on my apron because I'm an apron girl. This is actually my team apron. So part of my job is that I train online kitchen consultants just like me to do what I do, and this is our team apron, and we're called the Apron All Stars because I just like that name. Okay, I'm kind of leaning over because here's the deal. I am in the middle of a kitchen remodel, so I am having to do all my cooking on my dining room table. I was able to get my stove plugged in, but I literally have no countertops, I have no sink, I have nothing. But the show must go on, and you know, we have to eat, right? And home cooking is best. I just don't want to be stuck eating out. So here we go. All right, so what I did first was I cooked up some hot Italian sausage. I don't know if you can see this. Oh, okay, it is going. I cooked up some hot Italian sausage and threw in some red and green peppers and onion. The Italian sausage is from Hills. It is a locally operated and owned farm in Pendleton, Oregon. So that's one of our favorite meats that we use, and just wanted to give them a shout out because that's where Sydney's from. All right, so I cooked that up, and I've kind of done a lot of prep here, but the next thing that I'm going to do is make a sauce. And I'm also a recipe follower. Shout out to all of you who can cook without a recipe, but that's not me. I'm totally a recipe follower. Okay, so for the sauce, you're going to add a 29 ounce. You know, they used to be bigger, but I would say 30 ounce, 29 ounces, fine. Can of the tomato puree. The puree is kind of hard to find. I suppose you could just make it or just use tomato sauce. But the tomato puree, and then a 28 ounce can of crushed tomatoes. I'm going to use our can opener. If you don't have the Pampered Chef can opener, I swear this is like the one thing that you need in your life for sure. It's a game changer. It kind of has its own following. Everybody loves this can opener. So shout out if you, let me know if you have this can opener. It is literally the best, and it will change your life in the kitchen, I swear. Why? Because it's called the Smooth Edge Can Opener. So after you go around, you can kind of tell when it loses tension. That means it's gone all the way around. And then you just click it. And then when you push this little button here, I don't know if you can see this little metal claw, but I'm going to push the button, and it's going to grab the lid right off. Okay, so it's done that. And then it's just a nice smooth edge, so no more cutting your fingers. or having any like little metal shards. Right, so I'm gonna dump the crushed tomatoes in here as well. Oh my gosh, I hope this bowl is gonna be big enough. This is the classic batter bowl. If you are a Pampered Chef oldie, you probably have this. It is still around. I love this thing. In fact, a lot of my Pampered Chef products are from like the early 90s. So I used to love going to in-home parties. And if you had told me back in the 90s that that I would be a consultant, that would surprise me, but also that we were we're partying on our phones or our computers like that, I don't know that we would have been able to wrap our heads around that. So kind of weird to think about, huh? Okay, the sauce is in there, and now I'm gonna add the garlic. The Pampered Chef garlic press is another essential. This is my newer one, and I still use my one that's 20 some years old. I just put it into my camping trailer. What I love about this is that you can just put the garlic in without having peeled it and just put it right in there. This was a really big garlic clove, and at my house, if the recipe calls for like 2 cloves of garlic, that means at least 4, right? So I'm just gonna press it right in there. It does come with a little tool that scrapes it off, but you know, I lost it. And there are replacement parts with Pampered Chefs, so that's really nice. When I get around to it, I will order that little replacement part. Okay, like I said, lots and lots of garlic. And I do love that this is just going right into the sauce, giving it lots and lots of flavor. Have you ever made pizza casserole? If you don't know, if you don't follow me, or you're new to me, I love casseroles. I'm kind of a 70s girl. I grew up on casseroles. It's kind of my jam. I love it. They make me happy. It's kind of like comfort food. All right, the garlic is in there, and now we're gonna add a teaspoon of basil. And do you have your Trader Joe's basil plant yet? Because I do, and I keep it this year. I'm gonna keep it alive, and I planted it, and I'm keeping it in my kitchen window, and so far so good. So it kind of tells me when it needs water, but I swear this time I'm not gonna let it die. So I'm opening up the herb mill, and I'll use my kitchen shears. These are great. They just come apart for easy dishwashing, and I keep them in my knife block. So I'm just gonna cut off some of the basil that I want to use. I gotta be thoughtful about where I'm trimming it, right? Let's see, I kind of wish my daughter was here to tell me where to trim it. So my daughter is Sydney's age, maybe Sydney's a little bit younger. And Sydney told me that she grew up with Pampered Chef as well, and that her mom cooks with it and loves it. And so that's why she wanted to have a party with me so that she could help fill up her brand new kitchen. She's going to be moving and wants to fill up her kitchen. So I said, pick me, I will help you. All right, I have trimmed the basil, and now I'm just gonna put in here. There is a little weighted ball that comes with the herb mill, and you just wanna put it down there right on the bottom, and then put the basil right on top. Okay, then I'm gonna put this guy right on here. Okay, and so the weighted ball is going to kind of press the basil down, and now I'm just gonna grind it. Oopsie. Okay, I didn't get it positioned right. Gotta love live, I was gonna say live TV, but live video. Okay. Okay, come on. Come on. Help me up here. Help a sister out. Okay, now you can see, can you see that? It's kind of far away. I wish I could be closer. But the basil is just grinding out. And this is just a really easy way to get some fresh herbs versus having used the dry. So come on, weighted ball. There we go. Okay, some more of it. So call for a teaspoon. I don't know if you can see this. Can you see that? So that's fresh basil in the sauce as opposed to putting in some dried. So this will give it a lot more flavor. And now we're gonna add the seasonings. I've already measured them out. It's oregano, salt and pepper, and red pepper flakes. I didn't add quite as many red pepper flakes because I chose the Hills spicy Italian sausage. My husband really likes spice, so I didn't want this to just be over the top. All of the measurements and the recipe are available on my meal planning page. I will include the link. If you're watching a replay, I will include the link in the comments where you can join my party, or just go into my bio and click on the link and you can sign up for the free meal plan there because you won't want to miss this recipe. All right, the sauce is all done. The oven is on. So here comes the fun part. I'm going to assemble this. This is like really difficult to prepare dinner not in your kitchen. This is, oh gosh, this is my favorite Pampered Chef stone. This stone is probably 25 years old. I would love to know if you are a stone lover and if you have a stone at home. I would love to know which one you have. This is probably my most used one. It makes me really happy when I use it. It reminds me of my kids and all my family meals that I prepared in this. My kids are all grown up now and have homes of their own, kitchens of their own, families of their own. And I still love using my stoneware. In fact, they call them heirlooms now, and I'm starting to share them with them. We do have a brand new line of stoneware, and here's the cool thing. The new stones can go into the dishwasher. Well, how cool is that? But I still am a fan of my old ones, and I use them faithfully. But what is great is that when you have a stone, you will just have it forever. And the more use it gets, the more loved it looks, which makes them really special. Okay, here we go. I'm going to put in half of the sauce, about half. That looks like about half. I could measure it out. The classic batter bowl does have the measurements on it. I'm just going to spread the sauce out, and then what does it say next? Half of the sauce, half of the sausage and veggie mixture. If you don't have the mix and chop, this is another essential. Absolutely every kitchen needs to have the mix and chop. This is what's great for cooking up ground beef. I even love doing scrambled eggs with it, making egg salad with it. But this is just a really great tool for cooking that beef and other essentials. Okay, so I am spreading about half of this mixture over the sauce. Oh, I can smell the Italian sausage. Yum, yum. This is going to be like the ultimate casserole. It's going to make me so happy. My kids are actually coming home tonight, and I really wanted to have a casserole ready for them because, you know, Mom loves her casseroles. Okay, now I'm going to put half of the cheese. So I'm using cheddar and mozzarella, and I'm going to put, so Billy has found my garbage can because, you know, I can't keep my garbage can in my kitchen because it's quite a disaster in there. So he was trying to get into my garbage. My dog is completely blind, and I love to I love to have him make appearances on my cooking videos, always sneezing, and pop in occasionally. So if you decide that you want to follow me, or if you already do, you know Billy and you see him. He's a great guy. He's getting into his toy box now, which means he's probably going to start like kind of pushing at me and inviting me to play. That'll be interesting. Okay, the cheese is on. Oh, the pepperoni. So this is a, what is this? This is a 6-ounce bag of pepperoni. I'm gonna put half of it on, cover it up. This will be fun. What I also really love about this recipe is it tastes just like pizza, but you don't have the crust. So there's no pizza crust. And sometimes I have a real sensitivity to gluten. So this is really nice to be able to get all the flavors of pizza without the crust. There are some other alternatives though that I do instead of crust, like Trader Joe's makes a really good cauliflower crust. I have a great recipe for a broccoli crust. But this is a great alternative too. Okay, so half the pepperoni is on. Let's see, I've done the sauce, the sausage, the veggies, the cheese, the pepperoni, and now we go again. All right. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna have so many dishes to do tonight. So funny story, my mom lives close. I've been loading up all of my dirty dishes to go to her house to do them. I kind of feel like I'm in college all over again. Only it's not laundry, it's dishes. But I tell you what, it's just so much easier. She lives really close and it's just great to load them up. Plus, it gives me an excuse to go and visit her and say hello. And she loves Billy. She likes to hang out with him. Okay, I'm actually going to use this scraper. This scraper, seriously, is about 20 plus years old, and it's still going strong. The Pampered Chef scrapers are seriously the best. This is a brand new one. This is an old one. So still white, still going strong. The heads don't come off. They go in the dishwasher, and I love them. Plus, you know what I love about this one is it has my last name on here from so many years ago, from all the potlucks and like the sports games that we would go to, and I would bring food, and I just love seeing that. So happy memories. This scraper in particular has kind of like a little scoop on it, so that's kind of why I was reaching for that one. You can cook with it, so if this was hot, that would be just fine. And now I'm gonna just sprinkle on the rest of the Italian sausage. Thanks to Hills, family operated and owned in Pendleton, Oregon. Love their meat. Shout out to them. Oh, you hear my dog. Okay, there's the remaining sausage. Can you see this? I've got people hopping on and I can't tell. Sausage and peppers. What came next? The cheese. Sprinkling on the cheese. This is going to be so great for the family when they arrive tonight. I can't wait. They're actually coming through Pendleton tonight, or maybe they're there or they've left. I'm not really sure. So that's kind of exciting. Love Eastern Oregon. My heart is there. We went to school there. We were married there. We hunt there. We go back and visit, go back to college homecoming. It really is a special place. Okay, so my dog has found his favorite hippo toy. And you know what? I'm just going to let him play with it because he loves it. And he can just honk over me. Of course. Don't you just love a live video? You get to hear all the behind the scenes stuff. It's fun though. I do love being able to share some of the cooking videos. More people get to see them. It's a great way to feel like you're attending an in-home Pampered Chef party from your home. And it's a great way for people to become consultants now, because I'm not sure that I would really do all the in-home party stuff. It's just so nice to be able to do it from home on my time. And if you're want to know more about that, the link for becoming a consultant is in my bio as well. All right, the pepperoni is on. What am I doing now? I did the cheese. Okay, so, oh my gosh, when was I supposed to put the olives on? I don't know. I'm just going to sprinkle them on. Don't really know when I was supposed to put that on. Maybe it was like a misprint. I don't know. But it kind of looks good on top like this, don't you think? I'm going to go with that. This is the quick slice. This is what I use to quickly slice up the olives. I did save some here so I can show you. So I'm just taking a handful of olives and putting them right on top here. And then I'm just gonna press this right down and quickly slice them up. Love this. I actually really love it. So you can see that? So they're just all nice and sliced. I really love it for slicing eggs, slicing tomatoes. Love doing bell peppers with it for stir fry. That is really great. Okay, that looks good. Yeah, that looks good. All right, and then I think I'm just gonna put the remaining cheese right on top, just to kind of make it look pretty. Okay, put that on there. It calls for more for parsley on top, but I'm kind of thinking that I'd like more basil. You're still gonna get, okay, that weighted ball just fell out and went under my buffet. So I'm not gonna show you how the herb mill will continue to work for me, but rather I'll just use my shears and trim the basil right on top of the pizza casserole. Yeah, definitely I would do the basil instead of the parsley. This just gives it, still gives you the green color, but it's gonna give you a lot more flavor, I think. Okay. Oh, I'm so excited. This looks so good. And it's probably super heavy. Yes, it is. Oh my gosh. Pizza casserole. I wish you were here to have some with me. This is gonna go into the oven to 425. And it's gonna be perfect for when my kids get here and we can have an easy family dinner. This would also be, this would be a great recipe to bring to a family who has maybe had a new baby, or they just need some support, or a good recipe for a meal train, that kind of thing. Also, I think I might even freeze this. This might even be a good one to freeze. I haven't done that before, so I'll probably give that a try. But again, if you do want to join my meal plan, this is in there. The link is in my bio. You will find the recipe there. And big shout out to Sydney for hosting a Pampered Chef party. I'm so glad that I could be here and support her. If you are catching this as a replay, I will share her Pampered Chef party link in the comments so that you can join her party too and maybe do some shopping. So thanks, Sydney. Thanks to all of you. I think that's everything that I wanted to show, and I want to get this into the oven. So have a great night and happy cooking. And I never know where the button is to turn this off. Oh my goodness.